G'day. So I had a comment from someone, and he wanted to know why he's got a DE error. Now, the DE error is the switch that's here. Now, there's nothing wrong with my wash machine, but I'll show you how to change it anyway. Been a while since the machine's had a good clean, so I'll give it a bit of a clean at the same time. I'll see if there's anything in the money trough. And $4, $5. Like that. I'm going to give this a good clean. Take this door out. To get this door out, you just push the blue level thing in the middle out, down. Give it a good pull. That's it. Now this part here can get really filthy. So you want to get in here, give it a good clean. Mine is rotten, haven't had a good clean for ages. Just one of those things, you know, there's so many other things to do in a day. Cleaning the wash machine is not on the priority list. You don't have to do this to, have to clean it first. It's just when you do this next part, your hands are going to get all yucky, and so you want to give it a clean so your hands don't get all yucky. So to replace this switch, a lot of the time you can probably get into them and just give them a straight WD-40, and there's nothing wrong with my washing machine. I'm just going to show you how to get to access to that switch. When you get into here with the screwdriver, the little spring down here, there is over here. So I just want to get this around and just take that out. Anyway, so now you've got that ring off, peel this back, and you get access to the switch here. I better turn the power off. Now on the bright spark, make sure you do that first. Okay, so now, make sure you get the right screw bit. And there's your switch there. So you can probably, if I had a problem, I'd probably pull this apart and clean up all the contacts inside there. Definitely something I would try first. Easy enough to open, just by, I'm not going to do it because mine's not broken, but there's just little clips. Pull that apart, see if it's just a contact problem, see if you can fix it, put it back in. If not, then the model of the switch is, except for the number here. Anyway, you need to make sure that the switch you're getting is exactly the same as that. Now sometimes somebody could have put a different switch in or something, so if it's a second-hand machine, so just double check that you're getting the right switch before you do the job. Okay, so that's all you do there. Plug that back in. Put your new switch back in. Tuck that back in behind there. Hold that in place. Now you can't make the mistake of putting that backwards. It can only go that way. had this machine for quite a long time now. I've repaired a few front loaders and they've all been the same deal. Just I don't want to overdo the screw, it's going into plastic. Okay, so tie is tight. You can just, I guess with age I can set a certain pressure in my hands. When it stops turning, my hands go on the screwdriver. So I know that's as much as I want to go. It's kind of like a self-talk, not taught, but I guess, yeah, self-taught, self-talk, self-control. Now we just need to get this back on. Part can be a little bit tedious. Sometimes it doesn't want to play. You just got to work with it, you know. Okay, looks a bit right now. Yep. Put this ring back on. Remembering that this section here is where the spring was, so that's where we're going to go put that back. I might need to use a screwdriver to help me assist. Put it back on the last bit. Yep. I'm rushing this, but you just take your time with it and you'll be right. I won't edit it so you can see I had struggle as well. That's it. Bob's your uncle, Jane's your auntie. Job's done. Now, put that bucket back in. Turn the power back on. Now, if you've replaced the switch or you're able to fix the switch, you shouldn't have any more problem. Easy as that. Right, well, thanks for watching, guys. This was easier to show rather than to explain in text. That's why I thought, you know, a quick 10-minute video. Right, till the next one, guys. I'll catch you then. Cheers.